you have a hairstyle like this, you've been growing your hair for quite some time, and you want to go to something much shorter, something like this. Big difference. So how do you go about getting a new hairstyle, okay? If you are new here to the channel, welcome. I'm Steven, TheSalonGuy. And if you've been watching my videos for a very long time, thank you so much. You've probably seen videos like this dozens and dozens of times. But if you are new here, I'm going to explain this because I get so many questions from people about, how to go about getting a new hairstyle. And this is a little bit different on, what to tell your barber or what to ask your barber. It's more about the process of, picking a new hairstyle and what's going to suit you. So when it comes to finding a new hairstyle, picking a new hairstyle, seeing if it's going to work for you, the first thing you really need to do is to understand maintenance, okay? How often are you going to maintain your haircut? How often are you going to get a haircut? Because if you have a haircut like this, right, the hair is really long, or not even, but just a lot longer, let's just say, and you want something like this that requires a lot more maintenance, this is probably a haircut like every 4 to 6 weeks you're going to need, okay, to keep it tidy. This, you can go months and months and months, even maybe 8 months, 9 months without even doing anything. Yeah, it may look a little bit straggly on the ends, but like it's a lot less maintenance. Something like this, you're going to have to spend a lot more time getting your hair cut. So budgeting is number one. Like, do you have the right budget for getting your hair cut? And second thing that's really important is, what is your style? Like, what is your real personal style? Are you somebody who likes more on like the punk side of things, more scene, emo, goth, whatever it is? You may want a hairstyle like this. You may want to grow your hair out. Well, then you just have to literally grow your hair out until the length looks like the style that you want, okay? Just keep growing it. And, one of the biggest questions I get is, should I get my hair trimmed in between? Yes, you can get it trimmed, but if you are planning on growing your hair out, make sure the person who's cutting your hair, they understand the look you're trying to achieve, okay? Don't go into them thinking that, you want to grow your hair out and then your hair, you want to get it like this length, and they just completely butcher and destroy your hair. They have to really understand the proper shape that's going to help your hair grow out, because you can get a haircut to have your hair grow into it. So just be very cautious. But yes, skimming the ends, keeping it healthy, but make sure that your hair, your hair style that you want, you're going to get there, and you have to get there by growing your hair out. How long does your hair have to be? Don't be so hung up on the measurement of the haircut. Just when it looks like it's that length, then there it is. It's long enough. All right, the next thing is your hair texture. So when it's really, it's time to pick a new hairstyle, make sure that you have the right hair type and hair texture. If you want to grow your hair out to something like this, really long, make sure that your hair may not be super curly, or you've got very frizzy hair, you've got very thin or fine hair. Or if you want something that is a bit on the curlier, wavier side, if your hair is pinned straight, chances are you're going to have to either get a perm and do a whole lot of work in order to get your hair to look like that. So just make sure that you have the right hairstyle and hair texture and hair type that will grow out into what you're looking for, because if you don't, you may have to come up with a couple other options. All right, the next thing is just look on the internet, look on TikTok, look on Instagram, look at, in movies and all over the place. Just find different types of styles that you really like. Save them to your phone, and then what you can do is you can browse through them and start comparing. Like, hey, you know what? I've got a similar face structure like this actor or this character or whatever it is. You've got the same hair texture. And then you can start putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and you could probably answer your own questions by saying, you know what? This will be a great style for me. I know it's going to require, a monthly haircut. I know I've got the perfect hair texture for it. My hair's straight. This person's hair is straight, this person's hair is wavy, my hair is wavy, I can grow it out into that. Just really start to compare and see if there are close similarities between what you want, your own hair texture, the person's hair that you want, and then it's going to really be helpful. Just make sure, lastly, when you're going in to get your hair cut, that if this is something that's really important to you, and you've been growing your hair for a long time and you want to keep the length and you're finally ready to get it shaped up, just make sure that you're picking the right type of professional, i.e. a barber or a hairstylist. If you want your hair super, super long with a lot of layers and a beautiful flow and this and that, don't go to a guy who just does fades all day and he spends 15 minutes on, doing fades. He may be amazing for that, and if you want that, go to that person. But if you want a hairstyle that really has a lot of, shape and layers and this and that, go to someone who has the experience doing it. And on the flip side, if you've got super, super long hair and you want something that is a bit more of a, fade with some texture, or something like this, more of a traditional type of haircut that requires going a bit shorter, then seek out somebody who specializes in shorter hair, okay? That's really, really, really important. And let me know, please, in the comments below if you experienced this, if you found this video helpful, and look at my merch. Don't forget, I've got new t-shirts now that are available right here. You can probably see them on my channel, but look at this. This is the famous TikTok mannequin, right? And I made it very, very trippy. Look at that. I designed that myself, and I made it look like really, really crazy and trippy. So I'm really excited about this, and I've got like hoodies and all sorts of stuff. Men and women, definitely check it out in the right here below on the video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you soon.